Welcome. Oh, great, fantastic, great to see you. Welcome. The next speaker is Bernd Albl from Umdasch. And Bernd, great to see you here. You're in your office in Linz, I assume, in Austria. And great to see you. And we want to talk a little bit in the next couple of minutes, a little bit about one of the projects you just realized. And it's called Legero United. That's a shoe outlet in Austria. And you've done some fantastic stuff there. So maybe you can just show us around, show us the digital customer journey and how you merged retail design and digital.
Thanks for inviting. Hello, Florian. Thank you to all the others. As Florian already mentioned, we developed a store called Legero. It's a shoe company, actually outlet in Graz, Austria, which we opened about, I would say, March this year. And Legero company is very, very old. It's founded in 1872. And now they decided to create a new flagship landmark. Privilege. The square meters are around about 2,000 to 1,200 square meters, and 350 people are working there. And I took some pictures with me. When we did the shop fitting there and the digital elements in this new customer journey, our approach was to find something new in shoe fashion areas, which is not so common. So at the entrance point, we created a virtual landmark in the back of the building, which is 360 degrees around the building with a mosaic artistic video wall. Where we are showing campaigns, but also more an approach of art design. Due to the less number of people on the shop floor, we decided to use electronic shelf labels for all the products they have there. And the most important point about Legero is that they don't have any price tags at the shoes directly. So therefore, what we did is especially that we made price tags directly integrated in the furnitures, and as well as you can see in the left side in the back under Think, you can see price checkers where you can scan the products, you get price and product information. And from the experiences we made from other projects, it's very important to make highlight furnitures in entrance areas. So therefore we made a furniture lift and learn application where we highlight new models, new shoe designs. And as you can see it here on the picture, this was one of the touch points, which is very, very popular for the retailer and they like it. Those are some other impressions. Those is a more close up from the artistic video wall we made there in the back of the building. And basically at the beginning, the retailer wanted to have an LED wall in the store. But due to budget, he decided to switch to screens. And instead of using standard sizes, standard dimensions, we decided the way of going more in an artistic way. Here you can see the design of the price scanners we developed for Legero. And the cool thing about the store was that all the applications in the store are managed by one single platform for the retailer. And this was the first step for him for getting digital in a store. And this is the biggest store for him anyway.
Okay. How's the feedback from customers? Do they like it? Is Legero happy with the concept? Because I know it was awarded, so the design was awarded, the whole concept was awarded. But are they happy with the concept?
Yes, definitely. It was a shift of paradigm for a very old traditional company, which didn't have shops so far for their own. This is the first own store for them. And they just had shop-in-shop furnitures. And the step of getting digital enabled them a new way of customer interaction, of new brand communication. And this is something the people and the staff like very much.
Cool. And it's a circular building, so it's quite different to regular buildings. It's quite cool. Great. Bernd, we talked about lift and learn and the digital customer journey and everything. The electronic shelf label topic is very important to the customer, but also to you, obviously. So, is that what is driving demand for electronic shelf labels currently?
Corona was one of the hot topics in your conference so far, but still for electronic shelf label business, it's very hot topic. I would say before Corona, we had a lot of demand from suppliers, and the outstanding EuroShop 2020, we were short before signing big contracts. But when Corona came up, the focus of the retailers completely shifted to other areas like hardware infrastructure, like mobile working, how we can handle the supply chain for the foods. So the focus wasn't still on electronic shelf labeling beginning from April on, I would say. But since I would say lockdowns are stopped and the normal business daily life is coming back, the retailers are focusing more and more how we can optimize floor processes, especially as Corona has still an impact how people are shopping there and how they can support their staff on the floor. For example, when we think about tax reduction in Germany, which is until the end of this year, electronic shelf label makes it very easy to change the prices there for the customers, and they don't have to replace the paper tags. This is something they not knew so far, but now this is a real issue for them. Self-checkouts at labels, not waiting in the queues at the cash desks, so that people can directly check out the electronic shelf labels. Efficient inventory management is enabled by electronic shelf labels. And those aspects came up where they said, okay, electronic shelf label has really a crucial impact on my business. And as in digital signage industry, the delivery times currently for electronic shelf labels are up to 30 weeks. And we have China New Year next year. So therefore, many retailers are now trying to get electronic shelf labels, and the market for shelf labels is, I would say, rather sold out for this year. So you can be happy.
Unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable in time of COVID, that the demand is so high. But just before we continue with this one further question. You think that the future is not a simple electronic shelf label which shows a price, but it's really a smart one which adds added value, right?
Yes. We always say total cost of ownership. When you do investments in electronic shelf labelings, you don't have to calculate just replacing the paper tag. There are also other opportunities where you can use electronic shelf labels, checkout, inventory management, sales promotions, and so on and so on. As well, currently there are new technologies for shelf stock management solutions directly integrated in the labels. So there are new use cases coming up that make electronic shelf more attractive for retailers.
Interesting. You mentioned that it's very difficult to get hold on ESLs because they're basically sold out. So, but some retailers or many retailers still want them. So they're now looking at buying different from different vendors. That brings new challenges. What are the challenges if you combine different technologies?
As every technology, every supplier has their own technology in the back end. So the challenge, and this is something, the demand which we are seeing from the market is many retailers are focusing on double sourcing strategy because of the huge investments you have in electronic shelf labels. And therefore they need a single platform where they do the maintenance and the implementation of the back-end data from the ERP system, cash desk systems, just one single time, and they can play out on different suppliers. And this is something that is getting more and more important. This is something where we have focused on definitely. And yes, it's right. Getting labels is not that easy this year due to the huge amount of labels which are required. So it's also integrators like we are asked to do warehousing for them and do the pre-financing of labels.
Wow.
And this is how the market is changing right now.
Okay. And do you also offer solutions, or you plan on doing something in regards to offering a platform to manage them, to be more agnostic or so? Is that something you're looking for?
Yes. As an integrator, I would say in Corona, it's very good that we're not just focused on digital signage, also that we are focused on electronic shelf labeling, tracking, IoT furnitures already, which we are building at Umdasch. So we have a very wide range of services we can provide in this very, very difficult times. But at the end, the retailers need one single platform to handle all those applications, because most of those applications are independently managed And this is definitely a USP you can provide as an integrator, that you make it very easy and very smart for the retailers to handle all of those applications. And in autumn this year, we are going to launch a software which is directly addressing this issue. And some of our retailers are already using this in their systems so far.
Fantastic, great. Bernd, was really, really interesting. We always like to talk with you, and especially, having this different aspect of digital signage and labels, because it seems so close, but to be honest, the business are quite different and quite different challenges. And it's great to hear that in times like this, we talked about crisis and -20, -30%, there's a part of the market which is really booming, and that is very difficult to get enough supplies. Bernd, thanks a lot. Greeting to Linz, and I hope to see you soon again.
Thanks, bye, Florian.
Thank you, bye-bye.